Hello everyone, I'm Randy Suarez, aka Silva. Today we're back with another amazing reaction. We're back here with some more Nostalgia Critic, The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. And I used to love this movie when I was a kid. And let's just say when you grow up and watch it again, you realize it's not how you remember it, sadly. But anyway, that's how life things are nowadays. But it is what it is. But if you like any of this content, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Awesome. I will leave the original link to this video down below in the description. Watch it uninterrupted. A link to my Savage Dad reaction playlist, because I've been reacting to Savage Dad Season 1 lately, and splitting that video into parts. So yeah. I'll also link to my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. You can follow me on those social platforms. Also link to my Cashapp if you feel gracious enough to donate $5, $10, $15. That's fine. You don't, that's fine as well. Same thing with the super thanks, but by donating, liking, commenting, and subscribing and sharing, it shows me that you rock with the reaction content, rock with the videos, and rock with your boy. But further ado, buckle up and let's get started. Alright, we're here with more Nostalgia Critic, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Let's go.
Sham, I know you're bummed I took the Highlander 2 role.
Mr. Connery, you're one of the biggest stars in the world. You can make a few mistakes every once in a while. Your friend Michael Crichton already sent me a bounce back script. It's called Jurassic Park. You're the guy who owns the park.
That sounds too small. I want a ridiculous amount of money for it.
Well, Sean, if you're not willing to take a slightly smaller role, you may want to consider retiring.
Bullshit! I'm as snappy as my leotard and jardage. If the people want giant lizards, I got a role for them. A giant flying one in Dragonheart.
I think that would be extraordinarily dangerous.
Sham, you're a good boy, and I don't like you. But you're a dumbass. Sign me up for Dragonheart.
Alright.
Sham, that might not have been the best choice.
Well, you know when you...
Shut up. I have a role that's foolproof enough. The Avengers.
Yeah, that's perfect. I hear Marvel has some major plans for movies.
Not that comic book crap. The 60s TV show no kid knows about.
I don't know, Sean. I got a script here.
And how, if I can believe this, if not, this was Sean Connery's last movie until he officially retired. Like, this is the movie that he retired on. Oh boy. And kind of build up towards the, if I remember correctly, it built up towards the end like it's going to be a sequel. And it was no sequel.
Called The Matrix. You play a mentor named Morpheus, and it's supposed to be really cutting edge.
Morpheus? That's what I named my leotard and Zardos.
Must you always reference that?
Yes. Pass on that Matrix crap. Sign me up for the event. Sham.
Yes.
Avengers didn't work out.
I kind of figured.
But this one is a surefire hit. I'd bet my career on it. It's called The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Okay, look, Sean.
Extraordinary, whatever. All I know is this is the movie that he ended his career on, which is a bad thing to do.
I'll level with you. I have a script here for Lord of the Rings, one of the most famous books ever written. They're filming 3 movies all at the same time, something never done before in cinema, and they're offering you the role of Gandalf. You have to be an idiot, nay, absolutely insane to turn down a surefire blockbuster series like this.
Sign me up for the League of Extraordinary! I think I should retire.
I think you're an idiot.
Did you keep the same haircut all these years?
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy. Remember it so you don't have to. Some people have a winning streak, others have a naked streak. Sean Connery has both.
I didn't know he had both!
after years of being one of the most charismatic and attractive actors of all time, something finally started to crumble when he turned down several blockbuster hits and instead chose awkward avenues of awfulty. But the one so famously bad that he left acting shortly after is an angry abomination of assness. I like it.
Here's the thing. The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen sounds like it could have been a good movie. But it wasn't. Again, I loved the movie when I was a child. And I was still fascinated. Even multiple times I watched it as a child. Watching it now as an adult, I feel bad. I've kind of lost my innocence.
Today, called The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Based on the comic by Alan Moore, the guy who did Watchmen, directed by Stephen Norrington, the guy who directed Blade, and starring the guy who inspired the greatest Celebrity Jeopardy episodes ever made, how can this not be freaking amazing? Well, it found a way, and folks have been regretting this extraordinary dumbhood for 15 years. Has it warranted all the hate it deserves?
20 years now,
well,
it's been
Connery
5 years
decided
ago.
he had one more film in him after this. I guess it can't be that bad, can it? Let's find out for ourselves. This is The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Whoa, I guess that Disney merger didn't go as well as expected. They can survive Cleopatra, but not the mouse. An opening crawl says... what every opening crawl says. No, really, you can replace them all with things suck. Some asshole might make it better, but things suck. It's easier than following the Phantom Menace text.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really paying attention to the starring credits when a goddamn tank is on screen.
For real.
This is especially frustrating because it distracts from the police's brilliant tactical strategy. Well, if it didn't work once, better try it again. But I don't think you're asking polite enough. As a tank, it has to stop after you say halt a third time. You're gonna say halt a third time, aren't you? Halt! In the name of the law! Yeah, you deserve this Wile E. Coyote death.
Oh!
God, newspapers were written like tweets back then as Germany says, "Nein, us!" And the culprits are rounding up every textbook mad scientist to say every textbook mad scientist cliche.
The world. I want the world.
You know, can't one of these supervillains ever answer with kawaii? It's pleasant, the weather's nice, it's really all you need. I would identify more with the villain if he said he just wanted kawaii. Well, I can see why they focused mostly on his eye, as the rest of him looks like a basement cosplayer who couldn't fit into his costume, so he grabbed whatever leftover scraps didn't have Cheeto dust all over him.
Pretty much.
This is my dirty Destro mask, my dirty Spartan armor, and my dirty Cruella de Vil coat. I am Leonidas Cruella de Destro! Fear me!
Okay. Alright.
With Germany now attacked and Europe threatening to go to war, we logically cut to Kenya. As in, can you tell me why the hell I'm supposed to give a shit?
Where's Quatermain?
Ryan Gosling Affleck here is looking for a man named Alan Quatermain. And tell me if for a brain-dead second you would actually believe this is him.
Do I have the pleasure of addressing Alan Quatermain?
Yes, you do, sir. Indeed you do.
Yes, that's it. And you want to know what I'm not into? Lying. I'm totally not into that. If only we could figure out who the real Quatermain was. It could be anyone, even that Sean Connery-shaped man to the right.
The Empire needs you.
Do I need the Empire? I'm Quatermain.
Oh, movie. Got us.
Nigel is useful.
I'm sorry. I could have done that better. This is a guy who played Bond. James freaking Bond. This could have been so much better. Here's the thing. I get what they were going for, and probably would have worked for probably like a 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old. But he played Bond. He could have done it better.
For keeping the story seekers at bay.
Is he? He looked pretty bad at it. This representative of the British government says he needs him because war is on the horizon.
Countries set at each other's throats, baying for blood. It's a powder keg. War.
With whom, exactly?
A world war.
And by world, I mean mostly Europe, which is pretty much the world to us.
Stories of your exploits have thrilled English boys for decades.
So many directions, like...
That sounds so dirty. Oh, it just thrills them. In what regard?
take that joke.
Mr. Murdoch, yes.
These assassins here shoot the wrong Quartermain. Christ, you could say a 5-year-old girl is Quartermain and they fall for it. And they have themselves a shootout. For a pretty skilled knifeman and a lot of Sean Connery to hit, that was pretty embarrassing. Mm-hmm. Nothing like a wino impaling on a rhino.
Ooh!
God save yourself, you son of a bitch.
Rule Britannia.
But there's one assassin left.
What, do I smell bad?
Fearing the war will come to Africa, Connery agrees to help and is flown to London to meet up with the man in charge, M. No, that's not a James Bond joke. That's really what he's called.
Oh, God.
Superiors call me M.
Did Michael Jackson miss the thing or something? What's going on? M. I could be Agent M.
M.
Even Connery has a look that's like,
Oh, dumb. I get it.
oh, you think that's bad? Listen to the joke that precedes it.
You made good time getting here.
Not as good as Phileas Fogg.
And you think that's bad? They have to spell it out to you, the dumbass audience, where it's from.
Around the world in 80 days.
Even that laugh, it seems to say,
We're making this kind of movie, huh? I should have mailed the script to the Marx Brothers.
Connery can barely even take the title being told to his face.
Newest generation of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
League of what?
No, seriously, when do we start filming the real movie?
We've discovered these attacks are all the work of one man, who calls himself the Phantom.
Very operatic.
God! He's introduced to
Very.
the League, first with Captain Nemo.
Alan Quatermain, Captain Nemo.
Rumor has it that you're a pirate.
And white, according to most movie versions.
Mm-hmm.
He's also greeted by the Invisible Man and Mina Harker, and seeing how M is played by Richard Roxburgh, who plays the villain in goddamn everything, I'm just gonna guess and say the M stands for Moriarty.
Would you prefer Moriarty?
Don't even cut ahead. You know they're lame enough to do it.
Very.
What in God's name?
Is the reason why I actually like the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes movies. I love them. I'm also hearing they making a third one, so I'm like, yeah.
That, I call it an automobile.
Okay, this isn't Dora the Explorer. You can say new words at a regular pace.
Automobile.
Or car.
This is my first mate.
Call me Ishmael.
Jesus Christ! Hey, look, the makers of this comic were so embarrassed to be in it, they just sent their names. In fact, wait, Alan Moore isn't playing the villain? I think that's the biggest twist so far.
Mm-hmm.
What dumbass book are you from?
Mr. Dorian Gray.
Well, ask a stupid question.
Yep.
You're missing a picture, Mr. Gray.
And you don't miss a thing, do you?
Oh, sometimes.
Good scripts, for example. I miss those a lot.
So we go from one big building where we're sitting around talking to another big building where we're sitting around talking. Squee!
We all of us have traits useful in this endeavor. A hunter, scientist, even Skinner has stealth.
Cheers.
Oh look, we can see the drink go down his throat. Should we see all the food and drink he's ever had
Yeah.
then? Like, over the days or weeks, whatever? In fact, shouldn't we technically be seeing it turn into... Why are you making me think this movie?
I never thought of that. Like, seriously, okay. This movie, I'm not saying it's extremely bad, because we all seen bad. Dragon Ball Evolution and The Last Airbender bad. This could have, again, it showed promise, but it was so bad. Oh, man, it just, I don't know.
But Ivan the Blast shows up to try and take out our heroes.
We give to you all special one-time invitation. Join me.
You know the mask is supposed to cover the ugly part, right? Mm-hmm. Connery gets a wink from someone who's on his side, though, and another shootout commences.
Ladder! 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 Henry, did you survive that ladder?
I will never be the same after that ladder!
Oh my god, this guy has a sword!
And all we have are machine guns!
And that's nothing compared to this guy's cane!
You know the stormtroopers
Cane
defeated by the Ewoks are probably looking at these guys saying,
You know what? We did good.
What are you?
I'm White Prince.
I'm
No, I gotta hear that again.
You know what? We did good.
What are you?
I'm White Prince.
I'm complicated.
Oh, that is so something White Prince would say.
It is.
Mina reveals her power too, as apparently she's a vampire. From Dracula! I don't know, everything else is spelled out.
Yeah. He did one, I think he did one with Underworld. You know what? I'm gonna do that one next, because that is one of my favorite movies. Underworld.
Who's this, sexy Don Quixote?
And you are? Special Agent Sawyer.
Oh cool, did you trick some kids to painting out the bullet holes from Dorian's suit? Where the hell those go?
You're in.
They travel to Paris to get one last recruit, Dr. Jekyll ripping off Van Helsing. Or did Van Helsing rip off this? You know what, they're both shitty movies, we all lose.
Yeah.
I'll give credit that the effects on him are legitimately pretty good, and I also like that Nemo's Sword of the Ocean actually looks like a Sword of the Ocean. You know, cloud sword, but still a sword. But most of the movie...
Nothing wrong with that. It actually looked pretty cool. Giving this movie props for something, okay?
Just people standing around yapping. That would be too bad, except they're not even talking like they're interested in what they're saying. These are the most famous characters in fiction. Each one of them has a book centered around them. Yet they all talk in the dullest of roars and the most mono of tones.
Well, I was surprised you ultimately joined the League.
So it's clear, with Da Vinci's blueprints and enough explosives.
I mean to undo the flaws in my character.
Your past haunts you.
Page Master developed these characters better.
For real.
There's supposed to be a love triangle between Mina and... actually everybody. But no one has any chemistry.
Hey, we all appreciate a sophisticated, sexy vampire lady. That being said, yeah, it was... but her being, how can I put this, very flirtatious in a way with everybody. It's like, okay, what are you trying to do?
As friends.
He's gonna sink the whole city.
Yes, and spark off this world war.
And the biggest insult is, as a comic book movie, think about what you can do with this idea. Maybe the vampire takes Jekyll's potion. Maybe Tom Sawyer can turn invisible. Maybe Nemo and Quartermain can invent some new kick-ass weapons. Combine these characters, work off of what they know, come up with some really interesting ideas. But nope, none of that is taken advantage of. They just all sit around and talk at a very low tone like they need a goddamn nap. They're supposed to have the chemistry of the X-Men, but they have the dozing effect of NyQuil.
So he'll attack the conference by sea.
Thank you for your contribution so far.
Oh, God. Silence! Say something!
Something! Imagine if some of the greatest comic book characters of all time got together, and this is all they did.
Is it a good book?
Yeah.
Really?
No.
What are you writing?
My memoirs.
Oh, I bet you led an interesting life.
Not really.
Should we, talk about our passions or our dreams?
Why?
Either of you see League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
Yeah, that sucked.
Alright. Okay. I was wondering. No, it's okay.
The League makes it to Venice to apparently stop a bomb that the Phantom is going to set off.
No one will ever see us.
Come on, it's not like this thing can go underwater or anything. God, this is stupid! By the way, have I gone colorblind, or is there not one spectrum of color in this?
Yeah, because this is Venice. I mean, yeah, it would be everything else, but still. Venice is pretty colorful, isn't it not? And why the fuck? Okay.
Even the goddamn fireworks fireworks have no color, and that's their only purpose, to go boom and have color. Maybe
real.
the Phantom is a genetic fusion of the villains from Rainbow Bright. You know that makes too much sense. But more than one bomb goes off, sinking a ton of Venice's buildings.
Get ahead of the collapse and destroy the next building.
We can interrupt the chain of destruction.
There's no room for error, but I tell you it could work. What are you talking?
God, even when explosions go off, they just talk. It should be the friggin' League of Extraordinary Conversations. Except the conversations are boring too. We do finally get some planned action though, as the new device called
Automobile.
Remember, a device so new they say it like this.
Automobile.
Can be driven perfectly by Sawyer, who, despite never seeing one or being in one before, can pull a Fast and Furious trailer pretty quick out of his ass.
For real.
No, I swear, this is the first time I've ever driven this automobile.
Ooh.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Jesus Christ, he really is fine? Give him a scratch at least. I was half joking.
For real.
They stopped the rest of the
Like,
bomb.
how are you surviving all that? The first one, okay, maybe you can survive. There's big explosion in the building? Oh.
As Connery hunts the Phantom down to a cemetery of his failed movie choices. Look, there's Medicine Man.
You see yourself as the brave John Bull, but you're weak.
You know, it's pretty funny him calling Connery weak when he's skipping away in fear like the naked guy from Life of Brian. You don't look like the image of strength here, buddy. You look like a missing hobbit dwarf. Boring, son of snoring. But it turns out the Phantom is the Phantom. That's right, it was M wearing a mask under a mask.
You don't know the whole thing.
You know, for a criminal mastermind, you really didn't need to do a lot of this.
Yeah.
You had a really nice place to hang out. There is literally no point in you going to all these places except to make monologues about wanting the world. In fact, I'm sorry, what's this guy's plan again? Well, the scratched audio recording, given a scratched film reference, despite it not being recorded on film, should explain.
And I've been true to the goals set to me. War will come, sooner or later. As inevitable as summer into autumn. It is over. For you.
I think between this guy's Clinton eyebrows and his Peter Dinklage bonking lame Shatner voice, he could be the world's hammiest magician act.
In the league itself, there is no league. There never was. It was a ruse to get me closer to my goal.
Am I over here? Or am I over here? I'm actually right behind you. Just kidding. I was in front of you the whole time, but I fooled you for a second, didn't I? It appears he started this war because he saw war as inevitable anyway. Hey, here's an idea. Instead of speeding it up, why don't you goddamn stop it, you friggin' mastermind? Nevertheless, he wants to be the most powerful force when that war comes. So he steals samples from all the League. Jekyll's potion, Invisible Man's skin, Mina's blood, Connery's accent. He's got them all. It's a little hard to pay attention, though, as through all of this, Hyde is making faces in the mirror. Oddly enough, both figuratively and literally.
What fool reveals his stratagem before the game is over? While I've rambled on.
I honestly don't see how making faces to the side enhances anything.
It doesn't.
Especially after 20 minutes of it. Will you knock that off? You've been doing that the entire review!
Just doesn't see the necessity of it.
I don't! It turns out Em and Dorian left a bomb on the sub as well, leading to the most witty of parting lines.
Bon voyage.
I got that from a Captain Crunch box.
Okay, White Prince.
The bomb goes off as we see why it was such a dumb idea to bring all these characters together. Because, well, they can work together to become even stronger. Yeah, why the hell didn't he just visit them individually to get the samples? They'd be less powerful without all the supernatural backup. Not that their acting gets any stronger when they're together. Congratulations, you win the Red Brown Awkward Stream Award! They obviously stop the ship from sinking and bring it up to the surface to figure out their next move.
Bon voyage, I just got it.
We're getting a signal.
Morse code.
Only an extraordinary gentleman would figure that out.
Morse code.
I'll even translate what it says. Dot, 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 dot.
All ahead. Pull.
They're told where M is going and follow him in the submarine to his secret hideout. Invisible Man sneaks into his hideout to report back what he finds. Of course, being completely naked and somehow surviving the goddamn freezing cold. Ew, I saw snow on his dinghy. He says in the hideout there's a...
Okay. One, I have questions, so many questions, but I'm just gonna, yeah, this movie was, it's bad. It's not up there with Dragon Ball Evolution and The Last Airbender bad, but it's bad.
Ton of tanks, Noculus subs, and metal supersuits being made to take over the world. Well, at the very least, we're promised a kick-ass climax of none of those tanks, none of those subs, and only one of those friggin' suits being used.
I'll bite your legs off!
But it's okay, because we get this weird shaving edit in the middle of the action. Of course, that's how we got rid of his mustache. It's all falling into place. Thank God they focused on that! I'll give credit that there are two cool things in this climax. One is this line.
We have trouble.
I call it sport.
That's just awesome.
Yeah.
And the other is this guy. As far as I know, he was never introduced before, but look at him. He's the only guy having fun in this entire movie.
Mm-hmm.
It only gets better when he takes Hyde's potion and covers himself with it. This movie is doing everything right with this character. This is the exact weird-ass guy I want to take this potion in the exact weird-ass way I want him to take that potion, leading to, holy shit, look at this! Why weren't we getting this movie the whole time?
I know,
If you're
right?
not, though, boring-ass conversations are on the way.
Do not move, Rem. Or would you prefer Professor James Moriarty?
I prefer a surprise that actually surprises. Like just how bad Never Say Never Again was. But I guess this will do. Actually, no, it won't, but the movie's made. Em escapes while Dorian fights off Mia and clearly doesn't kill her, like that's nowhere near her heart. But she surprises us by pointing out that was nowhere near her heart.
This time you missed.
Oh, that's right, it's a man's heart in his stomach. If you were a guy, you'd totally be dead. She shows him the picture, killing him off, while supposedly the Invisible Man comes to help Sawyer.
It's okay, Skinner.
What makes you think I'm Skinner?
What makes you think it was smart to tell him that?
I know, right?
Dumbass, you could have had him dead in a second. Now he's just weirded out that there's two invisible schlongs in the open during this climax. Connery meets up with M and tries to finish him off.
Oh no, he has an S word. There'll be others like me, Quartermain. You can't kill the future.
Oh Lord, will the villain make it? Why are you making us concerned about him?
For real.
M reveals, though, that he has Connery's son, Sawyer. Yep, his son. They borrowed from the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom book of weak-ass twists, and M gets the jump on him.
What are you, Batman?
Oh, I didn't know Batman counted as a fictional character you could have in this world. Lord knows I'd actually welcome an Austrian Mr. Freeze just to see someone smile. Sawyer finishes M off, but apparently can't save his out-of-nowhere father relationship in time.
May this new century be your son.
Wow. Even the main character's death seemed dull as shit.
For real.
He doesn't look like he died. He looks like he was shown a clip of him singing from Darby O'Gill and the Little People.
She is my dear, my darling one, my smiling and big island.
So they bury him back in Kenya. Don't worry, I'm sure Dr. Frankenstein will drop by to whip him into shape.
I have long hidden away from the world. Now I wish to see it anew as the century turns. You're all welcome to join me.
Even the funeral in this is like, yeah, okay, cool. I miss him, I guess. But fear not, as apparently Kenyan shamans have cured death. Turns out the secret was dancing. Dancing cures death. Like and share? Yeah, the downside is he's reincarnated as a CG dragon and still can't sing. And that was the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I'm sure it tried its best.
Your best. Losers always whine about their best. Winners go home and fuck the prom queen.
I will go.
Okay. To be honest, that's the cool Sean Connery line I wouldn't mind hearing. I gotta hear that again.
Ordinary Gentlemen. I'm sure it tried its best.
Your best. Losers always whine about their best. Winners go home and fuck the prom queen.
I will go through all of Sean Connery's IMDb page.
Yes,
Everyone
you will.
seems half awake. It's visually colorless. The effects are hit and
It's
miss.
boring.
It's just an all-around boring movie. I can't say it's anywhere near the worst I've seen. Not even close. It's just dull and uneventful. All of these characters are from the greatest stories ever written, but having them all together doesn't seem to make any of this work. That's gotta be some bad writing if you can't make them leap off the screen as they originally leaped off the...
See, if they give this to James Gunn, I think this will pop off. If they give it to James Gunn.
page. And if anyone is foolish enough to do a sequel in the future, it had better look something like this. Now that'd be a final film for Connery to go out on. I'm a nostalgia critic, I remember, so you don't have to.
Bye, critic. Yeah, I have to agree. Because at the end of the day, it's one of those things that, again, I loved this movie as a child. I really did. Rewatching it now, as an adult, it's like, there's so much they could have done. Like, good done, but no, they, it's just frustrating. But anyway, if you like any of this content, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, and subscribe to your channel. Awesome. I will leave the original link to this video down below in the description. Go down and interrupt and hope. You know what? Let me put it this way. Let me know in the comments down below what y'all thought about the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen when you first saw it and watched it several times. Do you thought it was boring? You thought it was cool? You thought it was great? Let me know in the comments down below. But till next time, please take care of yourself. Stay hydrated. Stay safe. Stay warm. Peace out.
Little questions is everything they know about you.